What is this? What is this? What is this? What is going on today, guys? Tomcat here, and today we are back taking a look at what is even the name of this game? Drift Streets Japan. Now, Drift Streets Japan is well, it's hard to describe on one hand, but on the other hand, it's very easy to describe. It isn't very good. Now, you realize this a few minutes after you start playing it, because when you first boot up the game, the music is blasting so loud, and so is the in-game volume, that I about had to rip my headset off when I loaded up this game. Now, I'm not going to turn this into a roast of the game entirely, but the first few minutes are probably going to end up being that. So, the car names, the 360Z, the GT68, these are not licensed cars, although they are clearly, we all know what they are. The Sky E34, we all know what these cars are, but they are obviously not licensed, and therefore the creators had to do a little bit of workaround. Now, the game is made with Unity, and it's not actually, the way it plays and the way it looks is actually not all that terrible for something that was very much an indie game, but there are quite a few glaring things that that make this game a little on the strange side. To put that into context, when you start learning how to play the game and you start drifting, the feel is very weird. You will end up going into the wall a lot. Just be prepared for that. The feel is very much on the strange side, and it's kind of got this very strange feeling of like you never quite feel totally confident with any of the cars, if that makes sense, because it's got this weird disconnected feel that does not translate itself to being able to drift these cars very confidently, nor does it translate to being able to really hit that line you really want to hit over and over and over again. It's just kind of on the side of being a little bit too, the handling is a little bit too loose, but in some cars it's a little bit too stiff, and you never find that proper balance. Now, the scoring system really isn't all that balanced either, because I went from that parking garage to where I was, maybe scoring a few thousand points, to this big open track to where I was literally scoring millions. It's just like I was racking up points like crazy, hundreds of thousands of points, and then millions of points. And then the score just kept building and building and building and building and building because there's no penalty for going off the track. So, if there's no penalty for going off the track, where is the challenge element on a track like this supposed to come from? So, is this game, like, any good? Is it any good at all? Well, it only cost me $6.99 on Steam, so I think it's worth it for a few laughs. It's actually kind of fun and kind of fluid once you get going with it, but for somebody like me that plays a lot of the bigger racing games, and then you look at something like this and you see the little things here and there, it's kind of like, huh? What? What do you mean? What is this? There's going to be a lot of those reactions as you play this game, because, and also the car, even no matter whether you're in automatic mode or manual mode, will randomly bog itself down once your speed comes down, and even without a turbocharger, it'll act like, you'll think, oh, it's turbo lag, and then you'll realize, I don't even have a turbo. So, the game is very weird. It's maybe worth, I don't know, a half hour, 45 minutes of entertainment, but I'm not too sure as far as, if you guys enjoy it, go for it, but it's definitely not the most polished, and a little bit of a laugh, but that's kind of about as far as this game goes for now. Now, do I think they can maybe do something more with it? Possibly, but in its current state right now, yeesh.